Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be showing you the top 3 landing spots for arena solos and duos in Fortnite. Now before this video starts, I just want to go ahead and say, go ahead and hit that like button, comment, subscribe, you guys know the deal. And go ahead and use supporter creator code NOBFN in the item shop. Now without further ado, let's get into the video. So coming in at number 3, we have the dance club. Now this place is actually really great for a few reasons. One of them being the rotation. While this place doesn't really have any vehicles for you, there is an area where you can just go ahead and slipstream pretty much anywhere you want, and that slipstream actually leads to the one, if you're going north, it leads to the one over in Tilted, so you can rotate somewhere else. You can go over to Loot Lake. You can really do anything you want depending on the circle. It also goes south, leads around into Fatal Fields for a nice and easy rotation into the eastern area of the map. And then when you're done, you can just glide out and float on down to where you need to go. Dance Club is actually also really great for mats. There are a lot of trucks just lying around there, a lot of cars there for you to break, so easy metal. There's also a lot of brick walls for your stone, and then there's a bunch of trees around the area that give you a lot of wood, especially because of the 4x mat rate, so you'll get up to 500 of every type within no time. And this place is actually also really good loot wise. Just in the dance club alone, there are about 5 or 6 chest spawns. There's about 1 or 2 outside, and there's a few more inside the other buildings further away from the dance club. There's also a vending machine, which I don't know if it's just me, but I find that it's got really good loot a lot of the time. Like I'll get purple and golden vending machines pretty commonly whenever I go there, so great place loot wise as well. Now Dance Club is great, but coming in at number 2, we have the Geyser area. Now this place has a little less loot, but we'll get to that in a minute. For now, let's just talk about the rotation. This area has 1 baller, which doesn't really seem that good at first, but there's an airport area right next to it with about 5 or even like 6 baller spawns just in those buildings, so you can even just go there if you don't get a baller and just grab one and rotate out. It's super easy. And if by some very unlucky chance you don't get a baller in the airport, or you just don't want to go there because maybe it's contested or something, there's also geysers, a few of them actually, so you can kind of just take one, float down, take the other, and then rotate that way. And if you need to go somewhere else a short distance, there's a few zip lines around the area. You can take one of those and just loot up over there. Now mat wise, this area actually at first doesn't really seem too good on mats, but there are a lot of metal walls in the building, so you can break those, probably get to 500 mats if you farm those walls. The trees at the bottom actually give you like 50 wood each, so they're really good despite how small they are. And the rocks that are around the area as well will get you to 500 without a doubt. Now, like I said earlier, looting wise, this place isn't really the best. I would suggest going to the nearby airport, which may be contested, but if you don't like fighting, I would suggest going to the west of the Geyser area. There's a little building that has 2 chest spawns, a few rocks, so you can get some mats, and the building itself is made out of metal, so that's even more mats for you. So if you don't get to max metal while you're in Geyser itself, you can go there and get your max metal from there as well. Now coming in at number 1, we have Tomato Temple. Now this area was pretty much long forgotten after they removed the POI name from it for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it's still an amazing place to go, and we're gonna talk about why in a minute. So first great thing about Tomato Temple, that's gotta be the rotation, alright? It's not as good as some of the other areas that we've explored in this video, like Geyser, which has ballers, zip lines, and well, geysers, that's kind of why it's named that. But Tomato Temple also has some geysers in the little volcano area right next to it, so you can rotate from there. But you can also go up the mountain into the little pirate camp. I don't know what you call it, but there's a little pirate camp on the side of the mountain you can go, which has a baller spawn. You can go take that. It's also got a campfire if you need some health after fighting, maybe off spawn, maybe someone tried to 50-50 or something like that. But you can just go up there, campfire if you need it, some extra loot up there. But there's also a baller spawn, which is the most important thing for rotation. Now this area is actually pretty good on mats except metal. The only real metal around is the giant tomato head at the highest point at Tomato Temple. If you break that, it'll actually give you quite a lot, but it still won't get you to 500. So you're gonna have to kind of go around looking for sources of metal, but there are plenty of trees around the area for you to farm, and there's a lot of stone. I mean, the entire area is made of stone, so you can just farm that and get to 500 pretty easily. Now, Tomato Temple is really good for loot, great for a duo. There's plenty of chests. I think there's 2 inside the main building itself. There's a lot around the area. There's an area on the bottom with kind of ruins that have, I think, 2 chest spawns, maybe even 3. And then there's also a little area down to the side. It's very small, but you break the wood there, and there's 2 chest spawns that actually spawn pretty frequently. I find that the spawn rate is pretty high on those 2 chests, so you can almost every single time get some sort of loot from those. There's also a vending machine right next to the metal bunker. There's a vending machine there, and if you go in there, go down, there's 2 chest spawns, and then you can just kind of go out there, maybe find a little bit more metal because of the cars that are there, and then rotate out using the geysers. So guys, that was it for the top 3 landing spots for arena solos and duos. Let me know what you thought of them down in the comments. If you have any other suggestions, let the people know, help them out. Just leave a comment if you have another suggestion, and other than that, thanks for watching. If you enjoy it, be sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal, and be sure to check out my Twitch channel. I'm now streaming every Monday, Friday, and Saturday. So if you guys want to tune in then, you guys can just watch me play. So go ahead and check me out, link in the description. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Alright guys, I'm doing Take On Me now. Alright. I really like this song. It sounds good. Mining away.